guys. Let's get the stream started. Hope you guys can hear me and the audio is coming clear. Just let me know if it's a bit loud. Because sometimes this app normally has loud audio for some reason. So if it's loud, just let me know. I'll reduce it a little bit. But yeah, otherwise, welcome. We are live, so hope everyone's doing good. And yeah, that was just a bit of a showcase as to what I've been cooking in the past few months. But yeah, hopefully all good. He's saying it's a little static right now. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the settings that I have here. Maybe I can, let me just see. Let me just reduce this a little bit. Then we can buff this up maybe. I don't know, the settings here play around a lot, but it should come clear, but hopefully not too bad. Yeah. Okay. MZ, welcome. Yeah. Let me just see if I can read. Is the audio fine? Like, I know this background music is a bit normally loud if I put it here, but if I put it like round about here, is it okay? Like, you can actually hear me though. Just want to get that confirmation before I potentially, you know, you guys can't hear me at all, and then now it's like the background is a bit too loud. So just want to get that confirmation. Rogers, welcome. Shark support benefits me. Yeah, it's a new deck that I can play, so that's good. I mean, I was expecting Mermail, but I guess that's gonna come later with probably other things. But yeah, it's not gonna actually boost Marincess specifically, but it's gonna be a new deck that I'm gonna be trying. So not necessarily in Marincess. The only thing that will benefit from Marincess is potentially a new engine, which I'll showcase to you guys tomorrow. Because obviously Primite is coming out, so you can play Primite in Marincess also. So it actually is quite useful. So it might be it's a different variant altogether. So you'll see that tomorrow. But today we're going to be focusing mainly just explaining what the cards do, as well as some tech choices you could be running. And obviously we're going to try to do some games. Now, just a bit of a disclaimer here. Obviously, those replays you saw, if you just go back to it, those were actually done before Abyss Dweller was banned, because obviously it was obviously OCG style, which obviously masterduel, you know, follows OCG. So that those replays were quite old. So I was already like kind of testing things out already with the Primite stuff with sharks. You know, obviously since Totally Awesome is banned in the OCG, so I thought let me just try Primite Sharks, and actually it's pretty good. And that was before, again, the ban list came in January for OCG. So yeah, but yeah, it's actually still pretty good. And you saw that all those duels I was facing basically was against Ryziel, which that time was the best deck. So the fact that it could pretty much hold its own, and you saw like obviously it didn't do it like full play, but I mean it still held its own in the form of like, okay, playing the number of interruptions you can have, it's actually quite scary for the shark deck. So you shouldn't be underestimating that deck, because it even shuts down Fiendsmith a lot, because I was also playing some Fiendsmith, Snake Eyes, whatever, and remember everything is water, so Stealth Kraken makes everything water on field, so they can't go into Requiem that easy, because everything's a water fiend, not a light fiend. So that's quite an interesting thing to know. So Stealth Kraken and Sharks is going to be probably broken, and obviously paired that up with Gozen Match, they pretty much can't summon anything because they're locked into that attribute on field. So unless they deal with the Stealth Kraken directly, they really can't, because remember every turn Stealth Kraken in the main phase is popping a card on field and inflicting damage, and you can make it technically unkillable with the new support. So there's other ways to protect your Kraken, but other than that, there's also other things you can do. There's still the Armored Exceeds, which is quite powerful, of course, and then there's obviously other lines you can do. Muhammad is still legal, even though it's banned in the TCG. So, I mean, it's not a surprise, but they did it. They did it. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing today. Just looking at the new cards, explaining what they do, and just to see a possible deck list that I'm working on. Maybe I might slightly amend it. Because again, now because you're play testing on here, obviously that's following the new ban list. So obviously the ban list for OCG and TCG now is going to be slightly different, because now obviously Bahamut's banned, and obviously Duel is banned in both formats. So I have to change the deck slightly just for playing online specifically. But I mean, I can still, replace it with other cards, not a big deal. And then obviously Sega 7 Tachyons also hit. So that I also will be just amending slightly, because obviously Master Duel is slightly different, because those cards are kind of unlimited. So you will be seeing slight changes when I go into online, but it's just to, again, showcase what the new Shark cards do. And even a Prime Act will be more for tomorrow. With that will be Prime Act, Marintes and Blue Eyes tomorrow. But today is literally just Sharks. I think it's actually quite a sleeper deck. It took off in the TCG a little bit, but obviously there are just better things out there like Mermail and Memento and other things, so people are not really playing it. But I think in Master Duel it might be quite scary, because I know I played Sharks before, and if you guys have seen my channel before, even when Totally Awesome was banned, it was still pretty decent. It held its own when you were playing like the Xyz Cup festivals and Duelist Cup. Even it was doing pretty well for itself. Obviously now with the Shark cards, even the new Shark cards, it makes it even better, and it's able to push through, because you would think, okay, the combo will end when you stop this. No, there's actually more things to do, and you actually can play around Maxi Furulos, even Perilia also. So it's actually not that bad. So you can make a Stealth Kraken, or you can make some crazy Floodgate, which I'll explain in a bit. But that's basically what we are going to be looking at. So do stick around, and yeah, just absorb. It's really more about understanding what the cards do. So it's just we're going to explain the cards, and then we'll go into online. Obviously we'll have to change the deck list slightly, because obviously of the balance changes, but that's totally fine. Because obviously you don't have the cards in Master Duel, so you can obviously go into Master Duel and try out the new cards. So we have to wait until Thursday, but we can still try it now. But yeah, let's rather focus on the new cards. So let's just create a new deck here quickly. We'll call it new cards that are coming. Okay, let's call the deck whatever, and we'll just let's just get all the cards. So obviously the main thing we're looking at today obviously is Shark. So let's get all the new stuff. So now there's a lot of questions as to what exactly is coming. Based on what they put in the announcement, we know obviously big surfacing big jaws is coming. We know that the Shark Drake Levice and the other stuff is coming. So obviously this is the Xyz monster, kind of the boss in a way. The upgraded form of C32 Shark Drake Vice in a way. So this is fine. Obviously Bahamut is still legal, so let's just throw that in there. They also put in the what other things did they put in there? Drake Shark. I think Drake Shark's also there. Yeah, Drake Shark. Where's Drake Shark? Drake Shark. Let's just throw in these. What else is new in the Shark support? I think Armored Xyz. Let me just check Armored. Let me check Armored Xyz. Let's check quickly. What's going on here? Armored Xyz. Hey, what's going on here? Can't even spell what's going on. Okay, let's just write Xyz. Where is this? It's rank 7 water. Where is it? It's rank 5, right? Yes. Okay, let's just get water. Exceeds water. Okay, Dark Knight Lancer. That's reprinted, so that's actually a good thing. What else is there? There's also the Armored Fortress. Obviously, I think Shark Lancer's reprinted. I don't know if that's gonna be kind of used. It might be used, but we'll see. The Virtue Dragon is new. Virtue Stream is gonna be a really good card. Virtue Stream is gonna be a really good card. So that wait, Virtue Stream. What's going on here? Oh, Virtue Stream. Okay. What else is there? Xyz. Let's check the spell cards. A trap and a spell. Let's check. Throw in 7 Tachyon just to understand. Okay, this is a new one. Unveiling Mail. What else? What else is there that is new? Just correct me if I'm wrong. What else is new? I think in terms of the traps, obviously this one is there. But there's also an Xyz, a new trap card, I think. Yeah, this one. The Xyz Poseidon Splash. And then there's also Aqua Jet, surfacing Aqua Jet. Let me just see here. Aqua Jet. Yeah, this one. This one's the new support, the upgrade of Aqua Jet. And then I think I believe Hydrojet is coming, but let's just check. Let us just check that. Shark. I think it's this one. Hydrojet. Now, this is speculation. You see this Vice Shark here? I don't know if they're going to release this, because this just came out in Alliance Insights, I think, or it's a promotional card or whatever. If this comes into Master Duel, this will actually be quite insane, because it's a 1-card combo. It's basically like Butino for Princess, but it's specifically for Shark. So instead of summoning a fish, it's summoning any fish monster from the deck. So it makes Butino for Princess broken. So I don't know if this would actually come in. So I'm gonna put it in here. But if it doesn't come out, it's fine. You don't really need this yet. But obviously, this is also going to be a good addition to the deck when it does come through. Then let's just throw in the 7th cards, which is the Tachyon, the Ascension, the Chaos Draw. I mean, I see people playing the 7th one, but I don't know if that's going to be that relevant. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Yeah, Abdul's welcome, man. Welcome. I'm good. How are you? Are you working today? You're doing double duty today, or you're just like you're at home today? Yeah, hope you're good. Let's see what else is gonna be coming through. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's just talk about. You just got off. Okay, that's good. That's great. So you're not going to be looking at the other screen and working at the same time. So you're going to at least just kind of pay attention to the screen. That's good. Okay. So I think sounds under the water a bit. Yeah, I'm not kind of 100% also. But I should be okay in the next few days. But I'm not sounding my best because the weather has been quite bad here. So if I do sound like a bit weird or whatever, like I'm not 100%, so do apologize for that. But hopefully it's not too bad, like it's static or anything, or it's very distorted or whatever. So hopefully you can hear me somewhat. So it's part of the water theme. Yeah, I guess so. It's I guess so. Underwater, you do sound weird when you're underwater, so yeah, it's all right. Nobody can beat me. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Okay, so let's explain what, in my opinion, what is going to be good for Shark. So we obviously, at the moment, we have goblets. Oh, I forgot to add Glasssaw Shark. I forgot to add. I've got Crystal Shark, Abyss Shark. You can throw in Dream Shark also. Lantern. Even Right Hand, but Right Hand's not really needed. It may come relevant. I see this card also. This card also comes up sometimes, so maybe this will also be there. Who knows? Let's obviously explain the impact of this. So Sharks already has Buster Shark and Lantern Shark. This is obviously your best shark monster at the moment, next to Abyss Shark. So Buster is good because obviously you can get a fish monster from your deck with the same level as that fish monster, so you don't necessarily have to target Buster Shark. It can target another fish, but obviously if it's only on the field, you can target itself. But if you target at level 5, you can summon at level 5 and vice versa. But normally the level must match a card in your deck that's a different name. So what did the new support do? Well, it gives you a bit more push because now you have a card called Surfacing Big Jaw. So what does Surfacing Big Jaws do? Well, it's got pretty much one lingering effect and then 2 main effects. So if it's card used for an Exceed Summon Water monster, can be treated as a level 3 or level 5. That's actually good because you can go into level 3, level 4, and level 5. So it's similar to Lantern Shark and Buster, but obviously if you get Imperm, that effect obviously is negated because it's a lingering effect. But that's not a big issue because it's still level 4, so that's fine. During your main phase though, this is card broken. If a spell card was activated this turn, so even by your opponent, if you activate a spell or your opponent activates a spell that turn, it can be at any point, draw phase, standby phase, main phase, whatever. You can summon this card from your hand, but you're locked into Exceed monsters for the rest of the turn. So technically there's no restrictions on this card, only if you use a special summon effect. But if you normal summon it, or if you summon it, special summon it by other ways, provided it's on its own effect, then you're not really locked into anything. So only if you use its own effect, when the spell card was activated and you use it from the hand, then you're locked into Exceeds for the rest of the turn. But if you summon it all other ways, it's perfectly fine. And then what does it do on normal or special summon? You can add a fish shark monster from your deck to your hand. So it can search your Buster Shark, can search your Dream Shark, they can search Lantern. Obviously your best target will be a Abyss Shark. You can also sometimes search Drake Shark. What's so good about Drake Shark? Well, basically it's popular basically, but for sharks. It's basically if the card is added to the hand except by drawing it, you can special summon this card. So that's the only major thing that you need to know, and that's pretty much it. The other relevant effect is if it can be treated as 2 materials or an Exceed summon of a water Exceed monster that requires 3 or more. So this is not going to be relevant right now, but obviously if you're playing the boss monster, the Shark Drake Levice, this is going to be interesting because remember, you can technically treat it as 2, go into the C30 True Shark Drake, which requires 3 level 4 monsters, and then you can discard a spell or trap, or discard a spell, then you can go into this. You can summon this thing with 4 level 5 monsters. You can, but it's not ideal. Because it's a lot of commitment you have to go through. So as soon as it's a rank 4 Shark Drake Exceed monster, you can literally use this. And it gains bonus effects if you use Drake Shark. Once per turn you can attach 2 materials and target a spell trap, attach it as material. So continuous stuff, you can get rid of it and whatever. So it might not come up right now. Maybe I'll run it. Maybe I won't. Only time will tell, but I have to still experiment and see how that actually is going to be. But we might try it out today. We'll see how actually decent it is. So that's what Drake Shark does. So it's technically a brick. So it's like popular basically. It doesn't do anything other than summoning itself. Doesn't search or anything. So you want this card to be in the deck. Otherwise, it's not really doing anything. So yeah, it's quite bad. But it's actually not a bad thing if you add it from the graveyard, because it still adds the effect. Same thing if it's added from the graveyard or anywhere. It's because it says if the card is added to your hand except by drawing it. So it's added from the graveyard, banish pile, or from the deck, it will still trigger. So that's at least not a bad thing. And there's ways to do it. So I'll explain how that works. Then we have, I don't know if this card will come in, but I assume this card will come in because this shark card was released in Supreme Darkness, and this card is pretty good because it's an inherent spiritual summon. If a water exceeds monster on the field that includes your opponent, you can summon this card from your hand. Doesn't start a chain, so that's good. Then if summoned this way, you cannot summon spiritual shark for the rest of the turn. That's fine, no problem. So it's like a restriction like Centurion Primera. You can only summon once for the rest of the turn, and that's it. And you can use one effect that turn, only once. Either during the main phase, send one fish shark monster or one Exceed spell or trap from your deck to the graveyard. Notice it says Exceed spell or trap, so that can be literally any Exceed card. If it mentions Exceed in its name, you can send that to the grave, which is actually quite nice. So you can actually now send your full armored Exceeds, or you can send Exceed Poseidon Splash. I'll explain what this card does in a minute, but basically, this essentially does, it's a disruption, and this is a kind of an extender in a way, because the only thing you have to do is just detach the material from a monster you control. So you obviously have to have an Exceed monster ready to use the effect, but its on-field effect is actually quite broken. So it's pretty insane. It's almost like a Protos, but it's slightly different, and I'll explain how that works. So this card is broken. I think this would be quite scary. So if you see this card being used, just know that it's going to be a crazy board wipe potentially. So I'll explain how that card works. But what this card does, you can banish this card from your grave and add one Aqua Jet card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So the Aqua Jet card is obviously going to be the new Aqua Jet Surface, which basically summons a level 4 lower fish, serpent, sea, serpent, or aqua monster from your hand or graveyard. But you're looking to Exceed monsters while you control that face-up monster. So that's a kind of a pseudo restriction, like a Shavara. When it's on field, you're locked into something. So this is fine because you're going to obviously go into an Exceed after you summon it, and then during the if your opponent controls a monster, attack position monster, you can banish this card, target a fish to your serpent or aqua, and gains 1,000 attack. That's not really relevant. The relevant effect is this is potentially a starter or an extender. Now, a starter, in other words, play around normal summoning, or to trigger your surface in Big Jaw, so that if you get disrupted by other means, you still have plays to make your other plays that you want to do. Because the idea with the Shark deck is probably turn 1, probably go into Utopic Draco Future, plus maybe Full Armor Dark Knight Lancer, plus a Kraken or something else. And you can technically do that because you do have enough extension in your deck to do that. So this is a card that you probably will run as a one-off, potentially. And it's actually not a bad extender at all. So only time will tell how decent it is, but I wouldn't say run 3 of this, probably just run 1. I think 1 is totally fine. So this card is pretty much maybe 1 to 2 copies. I was running it at 1, but maybe I can bump it up to 2. Only time will tell, but you can literally search it with anything, so I'm not really worried about that because it's pretty good. And it can obviously send any shark monster, so like for example a crystal shark, for again further extension. So it's technically a 1 card rank 4 or rank 5. Depending, I would say it's pretty much a 1 card rank 4, because even if you don't summon it by its own effect, you can normal summon it and then during the main phase. So it's a ignition effect, not a trigger effect. So trigger means on summon it happens. No, it's an open game state, then you apply the effect. So it's not a big issue. So if this is the only card in your hand, you can send this, go into Crystal Shark, and then make a Stealth Kraken, and then you're good to go. So that's pretty much it. Then the new Armored Exceed card I believe is the Reincarnation Unveiling Male, because it's treated as an Armored Xyz card. So this is pretty decent, because it makes your Xyz monster indestructible by battle, and then you can quick effect return this card you control to the hand, then immediately after effect resolves, Xyz summon a water Xyz. I don't know how often that comes up, but it probably doesn't. And then once returned during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can equip this card to one Xyz monster you control. So it's just kind of a recursion in a way. Doesn't really come up all the time, but it's nice to have. So that is that. Then we obviously have the Armored Shock, which is also a Armored Xyz card in a way, but it is a Shock card in name. Even though it's treated as Armored Xyz, you can actually search this. And what does it do? You can send a Water Xyz monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, then target a fish monster in your graveyard with the same level as the rank of that monster. So a rank 3, level 3 fish, rank 4, rank 4 fish, and so on and so forth. Then special summon it. Then during your opponent's turn, if this card is in your graveyard, quick effect, you can target a water monster you control, equip this card to that monster as an equip spell. So it kind of acts as like, you know, an interruption for the Dark Knight Lancer in a way. So if you already have equip spells already equipped onto Lancer and want to see it in a card trigger, so during your opponent's turn, it becomes technically a disruption. So it's like Infinite Nobles when they equip themselves quick effect, so same thing, and then obviously it will trigger the Dark Knight Lancer, of course, because that's like the only viable target. Because if a monster is equipped, you can obviously equip a monster your opponent controls as material. So that actually is quite broken, because it attaches. It doesn't even target, it just attaches. So if you don't deal with it, it's pretty much your monster's gone. So obviously if it's unaffected, it's unaffected, but if it's not, then it's quite broken. So even a Dragoon, they can actually attach a Dragoon because it just attaches. It doesn't target, it doesn't destroy, it just attaches. So you do lose your potential Dragoon, or even a Magia. If there's some Magia or some other card that protects it from being targeted, it doesn't matter, you can still absorb it, provided it's not unaffected. And that's that. Then we have obviously the extenders. Of course, Dream Shock can be searched, which is a good extension as well. Lantern Shock also pretty good. There's also this card, like I said, I don't know if this card's gonna come in, but this card is pretty good. And it obviously supports Shark Drake because it gains a bonus effect when a spell or trap card is activated. You can attach it to materials, negate the effect, destroy it. That's pretty decent. And then obviously the better effect, I think, is the first one, where if it's normal or special, you can tribute a fish monster including itself, and you can summon a different fish monster from your deck. Pretty crazy. So it's a one card combo on its own. This is a one card combo on its own. This is also one card combo. So you notice there's literally, if you look at the number of starters you would normally run, you're obviously going to run 3 of Big Jaws, you're going to run 3 of the Shark, you're going to, if this card comes in the Vice Shark, you're going to have another 3 copies, because it's basically 9 one card starters. And then these ones are kind of like 1.5, because Lantern Shark requires another fish in the hand. This is not really a combo starter. This is more like an extender. So you potentially could have 9 one card starters, and that's pretty good. But obviously if the Vice Shark does not come in, you still have 6 one card starters. And how do we get access to those starters? Well, you also got cards like 7 Tachyon that can search these cards. So how do you search these cards? Well, you do have number 101. You have obviously the Silent Honor Arc and Silent Honor Dark, which are rank 4 and rank 5 Aqua water monsters. You can have 7th Ascension, which you can potentially play 3 copies. But I think that's a bit unnecessary, because if you're playing a minimal deck, you don't need to play 3 Ascension and then triple Tachyon. Yes, it'll make it more consistent, but I think the ratio for me, as I was testing it, was playing 2 Tachyon, 1 7th Ascension because you could say maybe play double Ascension, double Tachyon, but ideally this card's not going to be used every single turn because by that point you have your follow-up already. So once you get going, then it's pretty good. So it's just to get like going first, your 1 card starter play. So this is a starter also technically because this searches Tachyon searches either a level 4 shark or a level 5 shark, and then you return a card in the deck. But be careful when you use 7th Ascension because you are locked for Xyz monsters for the rest of the turn when it resolves. So if you plan to do link summoning also, which I don't think you really would want to do, but you can, you are going to be restricted from that if you use the effect of 7 Tachyon. So always do keep in mind when you are doing that. Then in terms of what else is going to be there, I think that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, if Shark comes in, just know that the Sharks are going to be quite crazy because it's literally 9 1-card starters in addition to your extenders, which are one-offs. Because it also makes Xyz Remora pretty much broken. Because remember, Xyz Remora is not once per turn. And you keep recovering your fish monsters, you keep getting your stuff back. It's really good. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Tricky Time, welcome. I think your mic is cutting out for me. Hold on, let me just check this quickly. Let me check. Just hold on, side. 1 second. 1 second. Testing. 1 2. Hello. Yep. What is going on? Disney? You're right, it is sounding weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, testing.
Battery medium.
Testing. Okay, just testing now. Is it working, guys? Can you guys hear me clearly now? Is it coming right now? Azure Grace, welcome. How's it going? Oh, good. How you doing? Just reviewing some cards that are coming in Master Duel on Thursday. So we're just going over the cards and explaining how the cards work. So yeah, works fine. Okay, so I see what the problem is. So if I have a headset on with a so I think I know what the issue is. Okay, no, it's fine. So I guess I've sorted that out. So thanks for the heads up. So okay, works fine. Okay, cool. No, thanks. Yeah, I thought that was not a problem, but I guess it is. No, because I was using headphones, but now it seems like if I take it off, then it seems like it's working fine. So I don't know, but okay. So now I have to probably just go over what I said earlier, but very quickly. Yeah, I'm trying to build some runic water deck. How are you building that? Probably Ice Barrier is the only thing I can think about where you are using the runic cards. That's the only deck that can really benefit from it. But other than that, maybe Goatee, runic Goatee is another variant you can run. because you do have level 4, level 6 extenders. I would say it's pretty good. But other than that, Ice Barrier and Goldie are the only variants I can think about if you want to run Runic. But yeah, have you built the cards yet, or are you still working on that? As your grace, you can tell us. Okay, so apologies for the mic issues if it was sounding a bit weird. I think now, I guess it's been sorted out. So let me just run through the cards again, but hopefully more clearly. Yeah, I love two things in Yu-Gi-Oh: Water decks and Runic. Oh, Runic, that's interesting. Water decks, yes, I agree with you. I also love water decks. Because I think amongst all the other attributes, I think water has the best potential. It's just that Konami decides to just put restrictions on these cards, and I don't know why they do that, because they know if water does not have restrictions, it is the most broken thing out there, because they have access to all the other things that everyone else is having, and even with the restrictions, it still pretty much delivers. So, yeah. The one deck I hate is Kashtira Floodgates. Yeah, I think everyone hates Kashtira with Floodgates, because they're already kind of broken on their own, and then you just add Floodgates on top of it, they just become a more toxic version of stun. Okay, so like I was saying, so the Big Jaws is a very good card in the deck, so it's definitely a 3-of you're going to be running. The Drag Sharks are 1-of. I wouldn't run more than 1. Jet Shark 1 to 2 copies I think would be decent. Obviously Buster Shark, you're already playing 3 already, so that's a no-brainer. That is literally a no-brainer. And just to show you, like, you know, what basically how this thing functions, basically, I didn't talk about the new Virtue Stream and Poseidon Splash. Let me explain that quickly. So the Virtue Stream is searchable off the new rank 3 Xyz, which is the Virtue Dragon, which is generic. 2 level 3 monsters. So guess what that means? In Sharks, you're probably going to be running this engine, the Terratop engine, which is probably going to be 3 copies, obviously, and then obviously the Tecton Borg, which is Speedroid. Where's Speedroid? This is probably like the engine that we'll use to get to this card, if you don't control anything else, because either play 3 copies of Terratop, 1 Tecton Borg. It's basically a 1-card rank 3, which is the Virtue Dragon. Get your plays going, especially going second, doesn't take up your normal summon. I think it's really good. So yeah. Getsu Funa says, somebody else have noticed the ridiculous amount of bots in ranked. What rank are you in? Unbreakable hands, automatic combos, and convenient hand traps anytime. Yeah, some people are literally modding the game, so they're looking at your hand and they know exactly what card counters that. And I mean, I remember back then when it was literally a thing, people were literally FTKing. But if you disrupt the combo at any point, then they just scoop, because that's how they were designed. So what rank are you in, Getsu? Plat 3, yeah, I'm not surprised, because Plat is normally where you find all these weird bots and FTK decks, and it's very from Diamond is where you get the more, like, you get less bots, I would say. But anywhere from Plat and below, it's like it's like not even, it's crazy. So how good is the Virtue Dragon? It's really good because it has 3 effects. On special summon, you can add a Virtue Stream from your deck to your hand. So the downside is if you draw the Virtue Stream, it's fine, just means you can't search it. So to reach Diamond, I need to beat bots. Yeah, basically, you need to beat bots. Yeah, that's essentially what it is. That's how they've designed the game. So yeah, it is what it is. And this card is actually kind of broken because it has two other effects which are quite relevant in some situations. So the first one is actually a good follow-up because you can detach a material from a monster you control. So sometimes, you know, Stealth Kraken, normally their materials are underneath it. Well, the Virtue Dragon can literally get rid of a material and then add it back to your hand. So you can add a follow-up or whatever. It's actually pretty nice. So that's, and it adds a fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster. So it's not just limited to fish. So sea serpent, aqua monster, pretty good. Then the other effect, which I think people are literally sleeping on, but it literally does come up. You target two Xyz monsters on the field. Keyword, Xyz monsters on the field. So not your own, even your opponent. You can literally steal your opponent's Xyz monsters and give it to your own. That's literally crazy. So you attach one material from the other and put it to the other monster that you target. So if your monster has no materials and your other monster has one material on your opponent's side, you just steal their material. That's crazy. Or if you want to do it between your own monsters, you can move materials. That's pretty good. So it in a way acts like, you know, anti-Xyz in a way, because I can just steal your material instead of using my own. So that's actually pretty nice. So that's a pretty relevant effect that does come up if you are playing against, obviously, Xyz monsters. If you're not playing against Xyz monsters, the other effect is still pretty good, adding a monster back from deck to hand. So that's still pretty relevant. So all in all, decent card all around. It searches a disruption. So Virtue Stream is basically a Icarus attack. It is a Sword Soul Blackout. It's pretty much the same thing, but now for water decks pretty much that play Fish, Sea Serpent, or Aqua, which is pretty good. And what does it do? Target a Fish, Sea Serpent, or Aqua you control, and two cards your opponent controls, destroy them. That's pretty insane. You can banish this card from your grave also. Target a monster on your field. It is a water monster. The next time it will be destroyed this turn. It is not destroyed. If it is not a water monster, guess what? It becomes a water monster, which means it turns on your Abyss Shark. It turns on a lot of things. So after you use this effect, even if you don't want to use the Virtue Stream, you can discard it to go into, let's say, full armored Lancer or whatever, the rank 4, I think. You can just turn any monster into a water monster, then you pretty much have Abyss Shark live, because Abyss Shark says if all you control is water, minimum 1. So if you control a non-water, you cannot use Abyss Shark. So you can literally use Virtue Stream to turn anything into Abyss Shark, which will become relevant because if you're playing non-water monsters like Terratop and so on, you can literally do that. So yeah, it's actually pretty insane. Goaty Trap. Yeah, it's technically Goaty can run this, but the problem is Goaty don't have level 3s though. So the only way you're probably gonna play this in Goaty is if you are running the Terratop engine, because that's a 1-card rank 3. The Virtue Dragon search, the Virtue Stream, then you can do your Goaty combo. That's the only way I can think you can abuse the Goaty. You know, you can use it in Goaty, because Goaty by itself cannot make this live. So using like non-engine like Terratop and whatever, or 2 level 3s is pretty good. So that's what you can do. Khalid, welcome. So yeah, no, Goaty's fish, so Goaty can use it. Marin says unfortunately can't use it because it is Cybers, but I mean, now it means you're gonna run the Shark engine and all that. I mean, no, you don't have we can't play this card. If someone's gonna ask, can we play Virtue Stream, and Marin says no, we can't play this. You can, but now you're just gonna be making your deck just a bit worse in my opinion. So no, we will wait for the Mermail stuff. That is good enough for us. We're fine. We have other things to worry about. So that's Virtue Stream and the Virtue Dragon. It's a 1-of an extra deck. This is a 1-of as well. Don't run more than 1. It's not super relevant to come up all the time, but it's still good. I just usually change my opponent's monster to water. Guess what? You don't need to do that, because if you have this card, Xyz Poseidon Splash, it is literally better than anything I've seen. So what does it do? If you control an Xyz monster that has an Xyz monster as material, declare one monster attribute on the field. So it's just like Protoss. Destroy all monsters on the field with that attribute except monsters equipped with an equip spell. So that last part is not really relevant. It's only relevant if you have Stealth Cracker on the field and you have all the monsters on the field are water monsters. If you don't have an equip spell, you destroy all the monsters. But if you don't have Stealth Cracker on field, this is a pretty broken disruption because essentially it's a board wipe. Because, for example, if you're playing against Snake Eyes, right? They're mainly fire monsters, right? Well, guess what? You can pop all the fire monsters because you can declare fire, and because they don't have an equip spell, you can destroy it. It's a complete whoop. I think I showcased a replay of this using the Poseidon Splash. So the only downside to this is that it's kind of generic, the first effect, because the second effect is only relevant for first Sea Serpent or Aqua, but the first effect, pretty much any deck can use it, because if you control an Xyz monster that has an Xyz monster as material, so that's the only restriction you need to have. You need to make sure that you have an Xyz monster that has an Xyz monster, which is pretty easy in the Shark deck. It's not difficult actually, because you overlay your Xyz into the Armored Xyz Fortress, then you can have a material already live. So you can just keep that as a disruption before going into your Dark Knight Lancer and all that stuff. So it's actually pretty decent. A Rizard will always have material. Yeah, but remember, we can actually search. We can actually technically send this and search this. I think you actually could search this, and I think it's the Topia card. Let me see, Topia. Let me see. Where is that card? I think it's Change Tactics. I think it's Chain Tactics. No, this is when you see summon a Utopia. Wait, let me just check. Utopia. I think it's this card. Where is it? I think it's Astrotopia or something like that. Where is that? That literally adds an Xyz spell or trap. So that can literally search. I think it's a Topia. Let me just check. Yeah, this card here. The Astrotopia. So if an Xyz was on the field, you can summon this card from your hand. Then you can send one other card from your hand or field to the grave. Add an Xyz, Onomat, Zexal, or Number spell or trap. So you can add an Xyz card. So you can literally search the Poseidon Splash. So you could technically run this. You can, but I don't know if it would be that relevant. But if you do, probably a one-off. I've run this card before, but it was for a different combo, a very, very different combo. That time you were summoning where is this card now? Is it Lightwing Shield? No, it's not that. It's another card that basically prevents your monsters from being responded to when you Xyz summon. That's just whatever. So this card maybe is a card you want to run. I don't know if you want to search the splash. So this is a really good card practically. It's essentially a board wipe. So just don't underestimate this card when this comes out. And it's a one-off. So, and then the second effect is you can banish this card from your grave and detach a monster from a monster you control. Special summon a Fish, Sea Serpent, or Aqua from your graveyard to either field. So you're not obviously give it to your opponent, you're going to give it to yourself. So, and you can only use one effect per turn. Only one. So you can't use both, which is, it would have been so broken if you could use the both effect, board wipe, and also revive a monster for follow-up. That's just insane. So it makes sense. Only one use per turn, totally fine. So it's okay. All good. Then that's pretty much it. The other card, the Shark 30 number C32 Shark Drake Levice, it's the upgraded form of C32 Shark Drake. So, well, Shark Drake Vice, yeah. So you're obviously going to summon this by using a rank 4 shark by discarding a spell. It's a quick effect monster negate. It can make a second attack during each battle phase, and it deals piercing battle damage if it attacks the defense position monster, which is pretty good. So ultimately, this might come up. I don't know. I might run it today. I might not. We'll see. Because in Master Duel, it's slightly different. I don't know if this is going to be meta relevant in Master Duel, because they're just better cards to summon. Like, you have cards like Abyss Dweller that's still legal. You got Abyss Dweller. You got literally what else? You even got Valiant Shark Lancer, which is a quick effect popper monster on the field. And then obviously this has an effect if it's a strip up battle. You can take a spell from your deck, place it on top of your deck, so it can literally send a 7 Tachyon. It can literally send a Barrier's Chaos draw, which is just insane, because it pretty much sets it on the field, and then you can keep going from there. There's obviously the Silent Honor Dark, which is pretty insane. Then obviously there's Nash Knight. I mean, Nash Knight is also another disruption as well. So there's a lot of cards you can use in the toolbox. In terms of generic rank 4s, obviously there's Baguska. Oh, there's Baguska. Where's Baguska? Yes, Baguska. 2 level 4 monsters. It shuts down most decks, but obviously most people can deal with it with the Imperm or whatever, so it's not that amazing. But there's a card that's kind of broken. Remember Crooked Cook, guys? Number 59. Crooked Cook. This card is insane. Okay, if you don't know what this card does, if you get Max Seed or Fua Lost or whatever, or even Perilliad for some reason, you just summon this, and then you have no other cards in the field. You're unaffected by other cards' effects. Ideally, you want to summon this with Right Hand Shark. Right Hand Shark gives a benefit of any Xyz monster that was used of a water monster. It can be treated as a level 5 of fine, but the main effect is an Xyz monster on the field using only water monsters as material gains this effect. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. So unaffected by card effects, cannot be destroyed by battle. Crooked Cook is insane. Okay, and the only way to out this card is by piercing damage or kaiju, or give a card to your field somehow, and then obviously you just pop it, because it can pop all the cards in the field. So that's not super rare. So it could come up, or worst case, you can just make a Stealth Kraken also and pass 2. So you can make Stealth Kraken as well. The Kraken is a very, very good card, of course. I mean, you could make Kraken Spawn, but I think Stealth Kraken is obviously going to be the better target. Bahamut Shark is still legal, so there are a lot of options you can run. There's also, let me just have a look, other Xyz monsters you can run. You could run the Mermails, but the problem is Mermails right now don't have all their support, so when the Mermail stuff comes, then Mermail Atlantean Sharks also becomes a deck also. I showed you guys a showcase in the OCG, and it's still pretty good. I did show a combo a few months ago. Oh yeah, was it a few months ago? Yeah, I think it was a few months ago. So when that stuff comes, then Mermail Atlantean Sharks becomes a deck also. And again, like I said, Mermail Atlantean, when I see it, I literally see it as a toolbox for other decks. So you can use it in Sharks, you can use it in Marinces, you can use it pretty much anyway. So that's how I'm seeing it, because they have a rank 7 here, which is 2 level 7 water monsters. And guess what? Drake Shark can be turned into a level 7 through the Shadow Squad. And remember, this is 2 materials. So this plus a level 7 is full material Dragon Lord. Literally, because there are 3 level 7 monsters. So that's pretty cool. Then it's also Abyss Strike as well, which requires 2+ level 7 water monsters. So again, this will make the deck even more better. More ways to extend. Pretty decent. You have Nash Knight for good follow-up. You obviously have, you know, even the number 37, which can revive pretty much any monster you want. It's pretty insane. You also have the Dreadnoid. It also requires multiple level 4 monsters. It could make a Zeus. It can make a Zeus, so a 1-card Zeus. It could do that, which is pretty good. So all in all, I do think the shark cards are going to be great. If this card comes, the Vice Shark, just know that it's going to be crazy. Because I don't know if because this card came in recently, but I see they did that with the Metal Morph, because Metal Morph got the red eye, the red eyes Metal Claw. Let's see, Metal Claws. Where is it? Red eyes. No, let's just search Metal Morph. Yeah, Metal Morph. Metal Morph. Let's just search it here quickly. Metal Morph. So this card here. Where is it? Metal Claws. Oh, what? No, where? There's Metal Zoa. Where is Max Metal Morph? Where is that card though? No, that's Baby Dragon. There's Red Eyes. Hold on. Claw. Okay, no, it's not. I guess not here. It's fine. But the Metal Claws Dragon that came in Master Duel, that literally came out in Alliance Insight, like literally now. So I don't know if that will also, this card might also come in. If it doesn't, that's also fine. You still have Surfacing Big Jaws. You still have a Bustle Shark. You have great extenders in Jet Shark. Obviously, you have a Shark, Dream Shark. Like Shark has a lot of extenders. So ultimately, it's not that bad. And this would be great if we could get the Vice Shark, because you basically have nine 1-card starters, and then you also could also run Beautiful Princess 1-for-1. You can run so many different things, but there's a lot of starters in the deck, and it's pretty consistent. If you run Tachyon, it's also a 1-card starter. Technically, also there's also a 1-card starter, so you have 3, 6, 9, 12 potentially 1-card starters. And then if you have this card also coming in, that's 15 1-card starters plus non-engine potentially. That's pretty good. I would say it's a pretty consistent deck, because you pretty much have your entire deck sorted out. So consistency wise, you'll open up at least 2 starters. It's very like. So that is what you know, you could be running in Sharks. I mean, I think the ratios are going to be 3 Surfacing Big Jaws. If this card comes in, I don't think it, if it does, great. If it doesn't, it's fine. But this is definitely a 3 of. Buster Shark's obviously a 3 of. Lantern Shark is a 1 of. I still run it, even though most decks will not run it. I will run it because, again, I'm playing like a 60 card build, so I need more Sharks than ever. Of course, the Ice Barrier package, you will obviously still run. The Ice Barrier package is still good. So you run this to get, and again, you're level 5 or higher. Get your Abyss Shark, Crystal Shark. Get your cards back from the graveyard also. I think that's pretty good. So Foolish Barrel Goods also going to be run as well as a starter. There's a lot of ways you can do this. And also, guys, remember, always keep your Kaiju. As much as people don't like it, play your Kaiju, because Kaiju will come up. It will come up, trust me, it will. So don't ignore the Kaiju, play it. And obviously you run the Terratop engine to go into your Virtue Dragon, get your disruption going without normal summoning. So if you do that, you're pretty much good to go. And if it does get disrupted, again, you're eating up hand traps. So all in all, not so bad. Because you can literally end on the Virtue Dragon and pass, because it's a disruption already. You got Virtue Stream with a Sea Serpent. So it's not an issue if you get even Fool Lost or whatever. You can literally make 1 card the Virtue Dragon, and then you can pass. Or you can make Stealth Dragon pass. Or you can make even Abyss Dweller pass. Or you can make whatever. It just depends what your opponent's playing. But obviously, since Fiendsmith is still running rampant, this is pretty good. Stealth Kraken is decent. Abyss Dweller is also somewhat decent, but not really. It just depends what the meta is, but only time will tell. Honestly, we just have to see how it works. Right now, we don't know how exactly the card's going to be played out, so we'll just have to see how it goes. That's pretty much the new cards. So the reason why I'm saying we're going to be trying out a new variant of structures I've been working on. I've been trying it with the Primite, right? So you might be thinking, okay, so what does Primite actually do? So let's just talk about why we're here, because I said we're going to do the Primite stuff tomorrow, but showcasing the other decks that I'm going to be using it with. So the main thing with Primite, okay, obviously it's the Primite Ether Dragon Barrel. Okay, this is like for sharks, you can definitely run this because this can set your loady load, and this can get you your Primite Raw or Drill Beam. So I would say run 2 of that, 1 Raw, 1 Drill Beam. This is pretty much your 6-card Primite engine, essentially. 6 cards, just 6. And this recurs itself every time. This doesn't, but this is good enough. This also recurs itself every time if you have a Primite card, a Primite monster specifically, and the other cards aren't really relevant, right? But obviously it could come up. But I think the main engine is probably 2 barrel, 2 loady load, and 1 raw, 1 drill beam. Now, obviously, for the loady load, you need obviously, and the Primite Raw, obviously, you need a normal monster. So let's look at all this, right? So if you filter by normal monster and you go water monster, there are literally a lot of targets. But remember, what is your main deck? You are a rank 4 turbo, pretty much, essentially. So the argument is you could obviously go for the higher attack monsters, but you don't really need to, because I like to go for the level 4s. So like, for example, Megalo Smasher. But the problem is, Megalo Smasher is a dinosaur. We don't really run dinosaurs in the deck. So it's 2000, yes, but it's not a fish. And ideally, you want something to synergize with your deck. So we are mainly a fish deck. So it's only your Xyz monsters that are slightly different, like Aqua and whatever. But you obviously want to have fish. So the best target is 7 colored fish. Ironically enough, it's a normal monster with 1800 attack. So this is probably the monster I'll be running in my deck. If I'm running the Primate engine, this is pretty much it. It's the 7 card. Okay, it's not 6, actually 7, because it's like 7. Because you always have to run the normal monster, but the normal monster is not actually a brick, because you can summon this off Buzzsaw Shark. You can summon it with other things. Obviously, it's not a shark card. I mean, we can actually just check. If I just search shark here, there's only Great White, but it's only shark in its text, not card, and not a shark card in name. So this is obviously not a good target. So the only valid target that is a level 4 and it's still good for your plays is 7 colored fish. That's the one that I found. I mean, I could run others, but again, the others are Aqua, which is fine, but not really an Aqua based strategy, so that's not going to really work. If you're dinosaur deck, you can play Megalo Smasher. Not bad. Now, I will give you a spoiler though. In Marincess, we don't really care what attribute, what type you are, as long as you are water. So probably I'll be running things like Megalo Smasher or the Spiral Serpent, because they're quite high attack. So I could run literally any water monster. I couldn't care less what it is. Marincess has no real restriction as to what card you have to run, but for Shark, the only thing that makes sense is running fish monsters. So I'm running 7 colored fish as my thing. You can also run something else, but it just will not have synergy with your deck, because the idea is you're supposed to have some sort of synergy. So if there's no synergy, then I wouldn't recommend necessarily run it. There is another one, Space Mambo, for some reason. But this one is only 1700. I just prefer picking this one. So it's really up to you what you want to play. But you can definitely play Megalo Smash and get away with it. But I would say 7-color fish is the only valid normal monster that is a fish and doesn't really mess up your deck too much. So that's the only thing I would say for that. Are there level 3 fish? Probably there is, right? If we go for level 3, where's level 3? Level 3. Are there any fish monsters? I see aquas. Okay, there is a fish. Enchanting Mermaid. Okay, not really ideal. There is the Pendulum monster, but again, that's not really relevant also. It's just got high defense, but that's pretty much it. And the rest of them are all aquas. There's another fish here that's level 3, but you don't need that. You got Terratop, which is kind of better in a way, but I think colored fish is just all around better because it's level 4. So you're mainly going from level 4 to other things. So I think that's really relevant. So yeah, I think that's something you should definitely run. So I've been trying that out, and I think it's actually working. And also sets Drill Beam. And remember, Drill Beam is different. It doesn't necessarily need to be a monster on the field, because it says you have to reveal a Primite card or a normal monster. So if you have colored fish in your hand and you have Drill Beam already, you can just set Drill Beam and not even have to have the normal monster on field. You just reveal this in your hand, and then boom, becomes a disruption. So, or you can have it on field, then that's also fine. So that's the argument for this, because obviously this requires a level 5 or higher Primite to activate it from your hand. But I think the trade-off is so the other argument is, okay, I could run the rank 5 or level 5 fish. Let's have a look at this. Level 5 fish, where are you? Level 5 fish, normal monster. There's a lot of targets. As you can see, there's a level 5 fish, bottom dweller, the Terra King salmon, rainbow marine mermaid. No, this is not relevant, I would say. And remember, like I said, the Lavirtue Dragon can literally get your colored fish back onto the like from the graveyard to the hand, if for some reason you use it for an effect or something like that. So it's actually not bad if you already have Drill Beam already in your hand. So the argument could be, okay, maybe running 2 normal monsters in a deck. So if you have Drill Beam opened, then it is fine to just have color fish in your hand, great. But if you don't have it, you probably go for Terra King salmon because it's 2400. I think that's a pretty valid target, and also it's rank 5, so you're not actually restricted to just other things. So yeah, unfortunately, you see the level 4s, they don't really they don't really do justice, other than obviously the colored fish, and then obviously rank 5 is probably the Terra King salmon. So I'll probably just go for this maybe. So okay, the engine is slightly higher, but that's okay. It's only 8 cards, so I think it's just versatile, just gives you more options. But yeah, no real complaints at all. We'll probably try it out today. We'll see, because remember, we're all just experimenting and seeing how exactly you could make this work. So again, we'll explain how Primite really works tomorrow, but I mean, I'll be using it now when it comes up, but we'll see other decks that will actually use it. So in terms of the engine piece, I would say 2 Dragon Ether Barrel, 2 Lordy Load, 1 Roar, 1 Drill Beam, and the normal monster of your choice. In Blue Eyes, you don't have a choice because you're playing Blue Eyes anyway, so that is your normal monster. But for other decks, you can run a monster that synergizes with your deck. Then you, unless you don't care about the type, you can pretty much run any attribute you want and any monster you want. Then you're good to go. So that's my just 2 cents on that. So let's see what we can do in finding a actual duel. So let's see. Let's first set the deck list first. So like I said, I've already built a deck list I'm working on here. This is Primite Sharks with the intended cards that I want to run. So you'll notice the Vice Shark is not here. There's a Vice Shark. Where is it? Yeah, so this card is not here. This card is not here because I'm assuming it's not going to be in. If it is going to be in, then that's great. Then obviously the deck will change. Definitely. So like you see where this left-hand shark is right now, we obviously can change it with by shark. Not a problem. So actually no, let me make some changes quickly. We're running 1 jewel bream, 1 raw, 2 loady load, 7 color fish. Let's run this. Let's take out this and run the salmon. Salmon, yeah. Inferno Queen. Yeah, let's run that. And then what else are we changing? I think nothing else. I think everything is pretty much the same. Let me see. Okay, so like I said, because of the duels and OCG and TCG, we normally play OCG, and the 7 Tachyon is limited, so I have to change it. And then Abyss Dweller is also banned, so I have to change it again for something else. Let me see what other target I can run. Probably the... Where's this card? The Dreadnought. Dreadnought, yeah, I'll just run that for now. And then we can run... What else? Let's see, what do we have? We have 3 Buzzsaw, 3 Big Jaws, 3 Abyss Shark, that's fine. I think that should be good. Ice Barrier we're running. Let me see. Okay, no, let me take this. Aqua Jet. Where's Aqua Jet? Yeah, let me take that. Aqua Jet. I don't know why that was actually in the deck, actually. That should have not been there. Aqua Jet. Surface. Yeah, let's take that. What else? Hand traps. I think we got everything. Maxi, Fuelos, earlier. Extenders. I think we're fine. What are we missing? 2 load. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's our Primite engine sorted. Maybe I can run. What are we missing here? What are we missing? What other ticks can we run that I didn't think about? Because in my playtesting, I think it was doing pretty decent. Oh, evenly matched. Let's not talk how broken this card is. Evenly matched, and again, I'm testing out the Purge Dominus Impulse ratio. So, and again, we can literally do a hand test. So let's just see what we can do. So we're obviously gonna shuffle. We're gonna shuffle this. Let's just maybe see. Okay, is it the shuffle? Okay, let us go into the hand test and see what we can do here. So our hand is Talents, Drake Shark, Cross Out, and 7th Ascension, which is good, and then obviously Foolish Barrel Goods, which is good. So actually, we have a way to search our extenders, which is good. We also have 7th Ascension, which is again the 1-card starter. Now, unfortunately, we did have the Garnet, which is Drake Shark, which is totally fine. So let's just see what we can do with the end board that we have. So obviously, we're going to start off with this, and then we can get this in the graveyard. We can actually get a Bush Shark, or we can get Dream Shark. But let's just get a Bush Shark, and then we can add 7th Ascension, 1-card combo, literally 1 card. Actually, we can actually put it back. So let's do this. Let's add to the hand 7 Tachyon. Okay. Wait. What? Why can't we add this? What are we missing? Where's our rank 4? Why can't we add this? What's going on? Are we locked to something? Number exceeds. Why can't I activate this? Oh, I'm missing the... Never mind. I'm missing the rank 4. Wait, is the rank 4 there? Yeah, it is there. So why can't I activate 7-second? What's happening? Am I locked into something? No, I'm not. Okay, but anyway, let's see what we can do here. Let's just go here. Let us add servicing big jaws. So now our spell was activated, so we can go and see this. Get maybe Xyz. Where's Xyz Remora? Where is that card? Oh, it's not a shark monster. Never mind. Let's just get Buzzsaw. Okay, then we can go into Bahamut. Very weird, but okay. I don't know why I couldn't activate it, but detach the virtue, get virtue stream, then we can wait, when do we get back? Drake Shark. Okay, actually, you know what? It's actually not that bad. So let's detach, and then we can get back Drake Shark, and you see this is triggering the effect to add, and then there we go. So we can do that, and then summon, and now we can make Stealth Kraken. Stealth Kraken is there. Now we can go into Armored Fortress, so we can use this. So we can search 1. Get full on Xyz. And then we can set it, and then we can set this. So this is what? How many interruptions? This is a pop monster and the floodgate lingering, which is turning everything into water. Go into Dark Knight Lancer. We have Virtue Stream targeting the Virtue, target 2 cards. So, and you still have the Dark Knight Lancer disruption. So that's 1, 2. That's 3 interruptions. Not bad, actually. Not that bad at all. And we still have follow up in Buzzsaw Shark also. So actually not that bad. So it's actually pretty decent. Okay, let's shuffle the hand again. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, Perilia. Okay, fine. If you don't have any other players, you can go from there. Let's start off with surfacing big jaws. So at this point, we're not really locked. Let's see here. Let us see what we have. So we're going to add a Abyss Shark because we already normal summoned already. It's fine. Moby says, I don't think you have the right target for Tachyon. What is my target for Tachyon? Because I believe I have the rank 4, which is number 101 to search big jaws. It matches. It's the rank 4 water monster. I also have the target for rank 5, which is the C101 Honor Dark, a water rank 5 level 5 of the shark. So I don't know why I couldn't activate it. I don't know. It's very weird. But anyway, it's fine. Let's go for this. Let us add. What do you want to add here? Xyz Remora. No, let's add. What are we adding here? Where's the Hydrojet? Wait, am I confused? Level 3, 4 fish monster. So where is? Oh, okay, I don't even know. Oh, it's already in my hand. Never mind. Sorry. It's already a man. Okay, let me add. See, I'm not even focusing. Let me just add this Exceed Remora. So this is pretty insane. So now I can go Stealth Kraken. Put it here. Now we can use this effect. Summon, because we summon this. Jet Shock. Trigger effect. We can send. We can literally send Poseidon Splash for more further extension if we need to. I can send a Shark card, like right hand Shark. I can send Dream Shark. I can send literally anything. So let us send the full armored Xyz. Then we can go detach 2. Actually, no. Let me not. Let's detach 2. Summon that. So now we have no materials of Kraken, which is good. And then we can go into Bahamut now. Banned in the TCG, by the way. If you didn't know. Bahamut Shark, detach, Xyz Remora. And then we can go into the Virtue. Virtue is going to search Virtue Stream. So we have an option to move a material or get a monster follower. So I think we're gonna use, because we already have the Unveiling Mail. I think we're gonna rank up into. No, we actually can't rank up because we already have the 2 Xyz cards already. So one in the grave, one in the hand. So we can't really do that. So I think the best things to do is just detach and add for follow-up. So the follow-up is going to be probably just a Bishop. Probably just a Bishop, or maybe Remora. I think maybe a Bishop is better. Yeah, let's get Remora. Oh, a Bishop. Then what can we do? We don't want to go into this because remember, we're going to have one material, and because we don't have anything to search, we are going to be stuck with that. So the best thing here is basically we can use this to make it unkillable. I mean, it's still 2 interruptions, and we still have Nibiru, and we still got follow-up boosting the attack of Stealth Kraken because it can't be killed by battle anyway. So I think it's not bad. Not bad at all. Because the nice thing about this deck is that you're not limited to just doing the same thing all the time. You can do different things. Just depend what the board is and how strong are you going first and whatever. But actually not that bad. Okay, let me just find out why 7 Tachyon is not working. Let's just check something quickly. Reveal 1 number Xyz from your extra deck, which we do have. It's number C101, and it's on a dark and on an arc, so I don't know why we can't activate. Okay, let's just shuffle again. Because surely it should work, though. It really should. But I don't know why it doesn't work. Okay, let's do another test and see. Ooh, okay, so this is actually good. So, as you can see here, we have Primite Dragon Eater Bear in our hand already. So this is what I'm saying. We can literally turn this into whatever. So let's, yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. Maybe because of the hand test, I don't know. But maybe when we go into the actual play, it might work. I don't know. Because this thing is kind of bugged though. So we'll just have to see. But anyway, let's start off with this. Let's get that in the grave. And then we can go. So here's the cool thing about this. So you see, remember I was talking about the Abyss Shark play? Because now you have the access to it. So let's just show you this. So now we're locked into Water Monsters for special summoning, right? So Abyss Shark at the back. So we're obviously gonna normal summon Primite. Primite's gonna on normal summon only on normal summon. We're gonna set the Lordy load, right? And now we're gonna activate this, and then we're gonna search for Drill Beam. Primite roll is not that decent. You can use it, but not necessarily. And we have Drill Beam. Let's add Drill Beam. Okay. So you see it's live because you see we have a normal monster in our hand. That's why it's activatable. If we have the if we don't have a normal monster on the field, then we can use Lordy Load to summon the level 5 or higher water monster, the Terror King Salmon, and then obviously we can set the Drill Beam after that. So that's totally fine. So now, at the moment, we can what's the play here? We can send what is the play here? We can go Ether Barrel into this. So we have two options. We can use this to send a normal monster, and then we can actually no, let's do this. So we have two options. We have Terror King Salmon and the Colored Fish. So we're gonna go with the Colored Fish. Summon it from your hand, of course. Drone is still activatable. Interesting. Then we're going to use Crystal Shark's effect, and then we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna go Stealth Kraken. And then now that everything is water now you can use this, and we can add the Terror King Salmon. There we go. So there's the combo. So there's the combo. So we actually are still safe because we have now a level 5 that we can reveal. We got Stealth Kraken. We can turn this into either Armored Fortress, which can actually we can do that, but let's not. We can rather go into Dreadnought because it's a number monster, because Abyss Shark says if it's used for a number monster, it can be treated as a level 3 or level 4. So we can go into Honor Arc, or we can go into Dreadnought. So let's go into Dreadnought, just for whatever, because it's unkillable by battle and destruction. And then we still have Drill Beam to reveal the Terror King Salmon. So actually not that bad. So not that bad at all. So that's 1-2 disruptions, and then obviously if they want to go into battle for some reason, we can detach the Primite, and then the Primite comes back, and then we can carry on doing the same thing again, and this resets, and then you keep going from there. So actually not that bad. Not that bad at all. But now let's see another hand. Just want to see something. What can we do? Ooh, this hand is great. This hand is cracked. So now we have the 1-card combo, and we also have still a normal summon to go for. So let us do this. So if you're going second, let's say you're going second, or going first, this is still good. Tectonborg, summon this. Now you can go to the Virtue Dragon. So technically any deck can run that. If you don't really have like harsh restrictions, anyone can literally summon the Virtue Dragon. If you have Terratop and Tectonborg, go into the Virtue Dragon, search the Virtue Stream, then you already have a disruption before doing anything else. So provided you have a Fish, Sea Serpent, or Aqua, you pretty much got everything good to go. Now we can go Petuniful, which is going to summon probably the, yeah, I think this is probably better. Big Jaws. And then we're going to go into Abyss Shark. We're going to do this. Okay, now I'm gonna search for. I think I'm gonna search for hydrojet. Oh no. I think Exceeds Remora. Because I can detach 2, but then it won't do anything. Because these are all wind monsters, so that's not ideal. Let's go Stealth Kraken. Then we can. So now we can detach. Let's see. You can say so. Now I see now I'm moving materials. So I can detach this one, and then you switch. So now you see now that's one less material. So now I have a bit shark there, and now I can detach this and this, and then I can go into this now. Oh, but actually that's not a good option because I have 2 level 3, so I need to detach from here actually to actually make it better. Okay, so we're learning. Remember, we're literally learning. So because you always want to make the best import as possible, so I'm learning exactly what exactly is good here. Okay, not bad. So there are some things you can do there. Let us see here. Let's see what this hand does. What is this? Oh, okay. This is somewhat decent. So we can hold on to not activating the effect just yet. Oh, actually, that's actually not bad because Exceeds Remora can be. We can actually send right hand, make Stealth Kraken, put it here, then detach 2, trigger Remora, okay, and now we can go Bahamut now. Just there into, okay. Detach this one. You go to Virtue. Add Virtue Stream. And then we could literally add back a Bishop for follow-up. But now we can actually go into this, so you can search 2 cards. Okay. Search for that. And search for these and these. Okay, so not bad. So on the opponent's turn, we got Dark Knight Lancer, we got Virtue Stream, we got Stealth Kraken, which will be unkillable by battle. They can try and deal with it. And then obviously got Call By. Not bad. Not bad at all. Actually, not bad. Not bad. So that's what? That's 1, 2, 3 interruptions again. So, like, at minimum, you have 2 disruptions. Like, it's not that bad. It's not bad. It's not that bad at all. It really is not that bad. Let's check this. Where is I don't know. Wait, let me just check. Where is there's a card I'm missing. Where is this card? Lancer, wait. Oh, I was like, where is this card? I'm like, why am I not running this card? This former Black Ray, because now, where is that other target? We don't need this anymore. Torpedo, we don't need anymore. This is not a good card anymore. So now we can go into this. Because before, with the Terror Top, you could only go into this card. Because this will give you your access to your armored fortress, but now there's the virtue dragon, so you don't need to do that anymore. So because this will make you go into your topic line and then go from there. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see what this hand what we can do. Oh, okay. We can go big jaws again. Get up the shark. And then we can go here. Number monster again. So you see we have options. We go Nash Knight. We can go Crooked Cook, obviously. But it won't be killed by battle. That's actually a bad thing. But we can go Armored Fortress straight away. But yeah, let's just go Abyss Shark. Let's see what we can do here. Actually, Drake Shark. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Drake Shark. Oh, we actually have options. Let's go Nash Knight here. That's also a disruption also. Then we can go into Bahamut. Bahamut, send that. The Virtue again. Yeah, the Virtue Stream, and then what do you want to do? We already have. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna detach. Wait, what is on here? I think we're gonna get Abyss Shark for follow-up. Let's go. Let's add this. Then we can search for Armored Fortress. Yeah, let's go there. Let's search 2. Let's add this and add this. Okay, then we can go. So that's already a disruption here. We can go Jet Shark. Send the. Oh, actually, you can actually send a Poseidon Splash. Wait, it can send an Xyz card? Oh, it actually can send an XP Spell Trap. Okay, so it can send the Poseidon Splash. But that's only for like the second effect though. Not really for the first effect. I'm actually going to send a Right Hand. Just in case something's happened. Oh, actually, not bad. Okay. So this is like not bad at all. So this is 1, 2, 3 disruptions. Yeah, it's pretty much at minimum 3 disruptions. But of course, if you have like great extension and everything, then you can go like maybe 4. But it's still pretty decent though. Like at minimum 3 interruptions. And obviously going second, it's obviously different. But I think we'll see when we go into the games, of course. But I think turn 1, you're at least making 2 interruptions, which is not bad. So it's not like crazy what other people are making, but it's better than nothing. Did your opponent lose that? No, this is a hand test. This is a hand test. As you can see here, this is a hand test. So I'm just testing out the hands to see, okay, what end build you can make with the hand that you have. So I'm just like shuffling and then just seeing, okay, based on the hand, this is what I'm going into. Because that's one thing I wish Master Duel had, an actual hand test mode. But there's no hand test mode. You have to go into solo mode or casual match just to test out your deck. Whereas now, at least here, you can actually go into hand test mode and see what your deck actually can do. I mean, all it has is just looking at your opening hand, the shuffler. But that's not good enough. Let's see. Oh, this hand is interesting. Okay, so Primite Raw is actually pretty disgusting because we can actually just do this. It will trigger surfacing Big Jaw, so watch this. For Primite Raw, we can declare 7 colored fish. And then we can summon, yes. So one thing about the Primite cards, the Primite Raw does not lock you into anything. But the Lordy Load does. The Lordy Load says you cannot use special summon monsters effects for the rest of the turn after you summon a normal monster. So you must always bear that in mind. So this is actually crazy. So now I can actually do Big Jaws. That's actually, this is actually crazy. Hold on. I can search. Wow. Get a fish shark. Oh, actually, hold up. Actually got some plays here. Hold on, you can actually do this. Yeah, if one has Maxi, guess what? We go into Crooked Crook or Burgusko. It's not like a big thing. Detach 1. The Virtue. Yes. Okay. And then we can literally detach. Bro, that's actually insane. Let's detach. And then we can get back Big Jaws for follow-up. That's just crazy. And then now we can go into Utopic. So this is obviously like a lot into Nibiru, but this is literally like your combo without even normal summoning. How crazy is that? Then we can go Utopic here. Okay. And then you can go Draco Future. Oh, then you still have your plays. Then you can go Batunaful. Bro, this is actually insane though. Look at this now. Now we can go Batunaful. And then we can go obviously Buzzsaw, of course. Now if they're Imperm, we have Drill Beam to negate. So because we have Salmon in the hand already, so Imperm is not going to really matter here. Only Nibiru that matters, but we got a negate for it anyway. So actually not that bad. Because remember, even if we get Nib, we still have combo. Like we can still do things. Because this was all into Nibiru. If the Nibiru here, it's fine. We still had the normal summon available. So that's actually not that bad. Then we can go Xyz Remora. Oh, actually, no. Should have not done that. Wait, what? Bro, my game just crashed. Are you serious? Bro, my game literally just crashed. I'm not even kidding. That's so funny. The game literally just crashed. I'm not even kidding. You're seeing a black screen right now, but it literally just crashed. Oh, I was about to cook a crazy combo though. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's actually insane though. They don't want you leaking combos early? Nah, I don't know. That shouldn't have happened though. Wow. Okay, we're back now. But that was just like, what? Okay. Random. That was literally so random. And it normally doesn't crash. I don't know why it crashed all of a sudden, but okay. It's fine. Where were we? Yeah, we're on Primite Sharks. Yeah, so we're literally cooking like the most craziest combo. Like Primite roll into the colored fish, then triggering big jaws. So we went full on Utopic Future, and then we used Botuniful to go into Kraken, and then Kraken makes Utopic a water, therefore Abyss Shark still triggers. Like, not bad though, actually. Not bad. Actually, can we have that same hand again? Hold on. What was the hand? It was, I think it was Primite Roll, the Terra King Salmon, Drill Beam, Big Jaws, and I don't know what the other card was. What was the other card? I don't know, but I think this was, oh, and Botuniful. Yeah, I think this was the hand. So let's go back and see exactly how we got to. Yeah, this was the hand. So this was the exact hand that we had. So we start off with Primite Roll. Okay, let's obviously 7. Yeah, summon, yes. Then we used obviously Big Jaws. And then we can get a bit sharp. Then we went Bahamut. So that's two. So notice that's 2 summons. The colored fish and the Big Jaws was 2 summons. Then Bahamut is 3rd summon. Then 4th summon. Let me detach that. Is La Virtue Dragon. Yes. No, wait. Is this card in the deck? Oh no, it's not. Okay, I need to go back. This card's not in the deck. I need to put it back. It's the Lancer. It's not in the deck because it didn't save because obviously it crashed. So I need to save it and then we go back in again. Yeah, let's redo that because that should have been the line that we should have done. Okay, cool. Primite Roll. Okay. No, what are we doing? We're declaring, right? So we need to go back. 7. Summon. Make sure you click yes. Then if you say no, it doesn't special summon. So it's an option. You can special summon with roll. With loady load, you have to. Trigger effect of Big Jaws because that spell was activated. And then let's do the same thing again. Get Abyss Shark. Then we make Bahamut. And remember, at any point, the reason this hand is cracked because at any point, if you get impermed, you have Drill Beam because you have a level 5 normal monster, or not even level 5. You just have a normal monster, so you can reveal it, negate imperm. That's the only thing you can do. Obviously, Veiler and Ash you obviously can't do, but it is what it is. But imperm you can negate. Let's do this. Got your dragon. Then we detach. So we're literally getting follow-up as well. So even if we get disrupted here, this is 4 summons, by the way. 4 summons. Then we rank up. And now, this is the nip point. You see here is like your nip point because this is 5 summons. You have 2 rank 4s. So now you're going to go into the Utopic Future. Because if you use a Abyss Shark now, you are locked into water monsters. So always, this is literally the nib line, the anti-nib line. But if you get nibbed here, you still have plays. As you can see, look, you still have Surfacing Big Jaws, you still have Botuniful, you still have a Abyss Shark. So even if you get nibbed here, you can still play through nib. You can still play it, and I wish I could actually have nib in my hand or for my opponent, but obviously you can't do that. But if they could have nib, I would have showed you. You still could play even through nib. You can still even use a bishop. So, didn't you throw away princess last game? No, I had it, and then I banished it, and then I summoned. So this is the nib point here. I haven't normal summoned yet. So if I go now Utopic Future, let's put it here. So if they don't nib here, then it's too late. So there's 2 points where they can nib. When I summon the Lancer, the Black Ray Lancer, or the Utopic Future. Then now when I go Draco Future, we don't care about Nibiru anymore. We don't care. We literally don't care. So now we can go the Tuneful, get Buzzsaw, and then we can go. Actually, what did I summon last time? I summoned the Exceed Remora. That was actually bad. We can actually go Right Hand Sharp. Now this is crazy. Right Hand Shark, you're like, why that? You'll see why. Because we're gonna make Stahlkragen, which by doing this, we are going to be making it indestructible by battle. As you can see, they cannot be destroyed by battle because we used Right Hand Shark. And guess what? Now that Draco Future is a water monster, now we can use Abyss Shark. Abyss Shark trigger, and now we can add Crystal Shark. We can add Jet Shark to give you further plays. Bro, we literally have options here. We can even go Exceed Remora. Let's just go Exceed Remora here. And then we're gonna detach those 2 materials right here. Don't detach your materials off Draco Future. Exceed Remora, gonna revive 2 fish monsters. I mean, this is not bad though. Really not bad. Then you can go to level. Okay, obviously not going to use that. I can literally just make Dreadnoid, and that's it. With wow. Actually, a lot of options here. I could just leave it like this, or I could I need to keep 1 for Virtue Stream, obviously. But I think we'll probably go. I think we can go this line, I think. Oh, 4 materials. Okay, let's do that. And this is also indestructible by battle as well, I think. No, it's not, because it used a. Oh, wow. 4 materials. Not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. But I think Nib and Kraken is pretty cracked, though. And then I still have Drill Beam. Maybe I should have kept a fish monster so I can use Drill Beam. But that's fine. I can probably tribute the Kraken, though, because this is a water machine. So maybe I should have made 3 monsters instead of 4. But that's still not bad though, because if I kept a fish monster, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 interruptions still, because Drill Beam will count as a disruption. So that hand was actually pretty cracked though. Not that bad. Okay, so it's okay, because at least now we got the Nib line, because this makes it easier. But yeah, I think it's pretty decent though. I mean, obviously, yes, I can make this, but now the problem is I have too many materials under this, so probably not a good idea. But yeah. Okay. Not bad. I think we can do one more test and then we're actually going to try going to some ranked games. Just to see how the deck will fare, pretty much. Let's see. Let's do another hand test. Let's see what we can do with this hand. Okay, Drill Beam is kind of useless here. Unless we search for colored fish in our hand, then that's the only way. But let's... Big Jaws... Oh no! I actually messed up. I messed up. Hold up. I messed up. I should have started with Terratop. Terratop's in my hand already. My bad. It's Terratop's in my hand, so obviously I have to start with this first. Of course. Start with this. So going second, this is what you would do. Just eat all the disruptions and then you keep going. They're probably gonna use a spell at some point. You're still gonna have plays. And then now you're gonna go into this Big Jaws. Search this. Oh, I can actually get my negate online, technically. Technically, I could. I could technically get my negate online. But it's not really worth it in the situation, though. Yeah, I think that's not a good idea. I think I'm gonna search for Hydrojet. Yeah, I think that's fine. No Drill Beam this time. Send this. Let's send the Crystal Shock though. Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's try some different lines here. Oh, this is perfect. The Virtue, detach this, add back Crystal Shock. Perfect. So now I can go into Armored Fortress. Yes. Perfect. Now I got 2 materials and then I can search my Armored Exceeds cards. Perfect. That and that. And that's pretty much that. Because this... So let me make Lancer immediately. And then Crystal Shock will probably keep. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's make. Ooh, actually, hold up. We got actually some disruptions here. I didn't even use Bahamut actually. Actually, insane though. Wait, number Xyz monster. Wait. Why? Stealth Kraken. Ah, yes. I was gonna say now, like, why can't I go into that? Level 5 monsters. This one and this one. Oh, that's actually insane though. So we can go into Kraken right now, but ideally I want to use Full On Exceed to go on the next turn. You go Stealth Kraken. So let's assume this was already activated on field on the opponent's turn. Then you're obviously going to go Stealth Kraken on the opponent's turn. Right? Then this will obviously be in the grave. And then you obviously can pop this. You can equip it to any. You're obviously going to equip this probably to the Lancer, which is insane. But yeah, I think this is decent. Yeah. The only thing missing is that we don't have another card for the for the Virtue Stream, but you can use Nash Knight or whatever. It's totally fine. So let's equip to Nash Knight. And then this is what? A Disruption. Obviously a Disruption when you use the Armor Xyz. Another pop. So you got 4 again. That's actually 4 because you got Stealth Kraken, Nash Knight, and Lancer. And Virtue Stream, so that's 4. If you had a normal monster in your hand, that's obviously 5, but we don't have it. It's actually not bad though. I mean, yes, we're not totally awesome, but I mean, this is still somewhat decent. So I'm not complaining at all, because most decks cannot deal with 3 or 4. Like, and obviously strategically using it wisely, in addition to your hand traps that you probably will have on top of that, like your Imper and Veiler and everything. It's actually still not bad. And obviously for Kraken, making all water monsters on the field shuts down Fiendsmith lines and all those things. And if you have a monster that's possible a threat, just suck it up twice. You have Nash Knight and you have Dark Knight Lancer. So it's really very reasonably difficult, because you got 2 board wipes, top 2. Obviously after sucking up monsters. So you'll probably use Nash Knight first, suck up a monster, and then you use the pop 2 effect. So there's no real scenario where they could like outwin, because unless they have a board breaker like Dark Ruler, but even then you don't care, because if you get Dark Rulered, you still have Virtue Stream. So that's the nice thing about it. And you still also have the full armored Xyz, because obviously on your opponent's turn you're going to use it. So you're obviously going to wait, see what they have, then you're going to assess the board from there. So it's actually pretty decent. So not bad at all. Okay, I think I've play tested enough now. Let us go into some ranked games now. So I think I've seen what the deck can do now. I think we can try get into some games. I think so. Let me just see here. Yeah, let's go into here. Some games. Primate Sharks. If there's any games. Oh wait, Abyssal is still on my deck. Let me change it quickly. Sorry. The ban list. Where is Abyssal? Yeah, Abyssal must be gone. Yeah, let's just change that. We should be good now. There you go. Oh no, sorry, Tachyon. I forgot, bro. Like literally, Tachyon is limited. Yeah, I'm obviously playing OCG. Wait, how is the pistol it's banned? Remember, it's banned the OCG and the TCG. So remember, it's banned the OCG, and it recently banned the TCG. So it's only legal in Master Duel. So they also updated their ban list. So they're using the latest ban list. So in the OCG 7, Tachyon is actually limited to 1. So it shouldn't be in the side deck. Let me take these out actually. But the simulator doesn't use Master Duel ban list. No, but when you go online, and you see here, it does use the ban list. Have a look. You see there, OCG. It does use. Just waiting for my, this is my room. The simulator does use all the ban lists. It does use it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. OCG ban list. So it uses OCG, not Master Duel. Master Duel is when you play online. When you're playing online, you're using OCG ban list. Yeah, it needs to be a Master Duel, then they'll update the ban list. But for now, it's not like that. What happened to my field though? Okay, anyway. What do we have here? Oh. We actually got a play here. Primate Raw. Let's go. Search what is in our deck. Oh no. Declare this. Yes. Go loady load. We're not gonna search the ether barrel here. And we're gonna go Abyss Shock. Then we're gonna search for. We could technically search for our negate, but we're actually gonna summon it from the deck actually. So let us do Big Jaws. Yeah, because we use a spell card this turn, so we can. Wait, how is this activatable though? This is not. This is technically not. Oh, but anyway, okay, whatever, it's fine. Big Jaws. Bro, okay. Like, this is insane though. Get Bustle Shock. Okay. Let's see if he has anti-Nibline. Let's see if he has it. Let's see. Because if he has Nib, we still haven't normal summoned yet. So I'm not really worried about this. If it gets negated for some reason. The Virtue Dragon. Okay. We're gonna go. I'm gonna detach. I'm gonna get back surfacing Big Jaws for follow-up, of course. And then we're gonna go into. Bro, this is quite insane though. Gonna go Blackberry Lancer. Then we're gonna go into since we already used a Abyss Shock, we can't go into the we can't go into Utopic Future, but this is still fine though. Fortress. Detach 2. Oh, detach 1 actually, no, my bad. Oh wait, why did I? Oh, okay, that's fine. We'll just make Stall Dragon and pass, I think. Oh, I forgot the no materials. I already have the. Oh, never mind. It's fine. Let's just get this out. Right hand. And then we can go Stealth Kraken. Okay, so it's actually still not bad. It's still not bad, guys. We actually still have some plays here. Yeah, I think we're still fine because we got Drill Beam, we got Virtue Stream, and also we got the Lodi Load, which will now search our Terra King Salmon from the deck. And yeah. And she is still. Oh, we actually have Nash Knight play. Oh, that's actually insane though. Oh. Okay. Actually, this isn't bad though. It's actually not bad. We actually have quite a few disruptions here. In my mind, I thought we didn't have, but actually we have quite a few. We actually have quite a few. XC. Ah, that's just one card. Okay, that's fine. He's playing 50, 51-ish cards. Oh, evil hero. Oh. Either. Yeah, the chance supposed to summon it. It's fine. What does this do again? Send a hero. Do I care about this? Nah, I do. I do. Let's just pop it. I don't want that to be. If he's got plays, it's fine. We got something. Let's just. Bro, this is so broken. Drill beam negate fusion destiny. That's cracked. Whoa. He probably has another one, but it's fine. Bro, like, come on. We still even have, we have more interruptions than that, though. We have more than that. We still have the virtue stream. We still have Nash Knight sucking up a monster. And we still have follow-up. Remember, we still have follow-up as well, so that's actually not bad. That actually is not bad. But to be fair, though, that was game one. So he's probably going to go first now. Make a crazy board, and we'll see how it goes. So this is heroes in the future, pretty much. Ooh, Perilia, though, is actually a decent pickup. And heroes will summon from the hand. They will. They literally will. Oh, nothing. Oh. Set 2. Set 3. Then they can't summon from the hand. Heroes summon from the hand, so they also can't do that plays. Okay. Why did the icon change? No, it's so I can set what the opponent field is and everything. So I just made it random. Error top. This can eat imperms and all that stuff, so I'm not worried about this. Okay, there we go. So we can, the nice thing about this, I can set the so this simulator uses masterduel assets, so I can literally change the field to whatever my opponent wants, and I can make it whatever. Like you said, I made mine the default, but in the replays it's something else. It's completely different. Does it have another imperm though? Maybe he does. You see, I can go into the Virtue Dragon straight away. But yeah, let's just bear out another imperm if he has it. Droplet. Oh. Droplet. So that means he doesn't have much if he's just having like one card. I mean, I don't want to attack. I mean, I don't really have much, so that's fine. But then again, heroes play with one card anyway. What? Oh, he drew nothing. Okay. Ooh, Primite Roar. But the problem is, I must control no monsters. Okay, let's try again. XC. XC though. Okay, that's fine. I'll just make Stealth Crag and pass. That's fine. You see, that's what I'm saying. This is literally what you can do. You get Max Seed, it's cool. You just make Stealth Crag and pass. Oh. Yeah. This makes stealth dragon class. And I'll probably just use colored fish. Yeah, let's just use it. Ooh, actually, hold up. This is going to be weird. It's not going to trigger, but having it in the graveyard is going to be quite useful. So let me use that. Let me go talents. Let's see what he has in his hand. Anything exciting? Dark Fusion. With no heroes? No, thank you. Right, that's just garbage. Yeah. He's playing 46, 48 cards, and I'm surprised he didn't have any combos, really. Interesting enough. I mean, he's got hand traps, but yeah. That's one thing I don't like. I think this is fine. So you see, under Maxi, we don't really. So this deck really is good into Maxi because you can either make Stealth Kraken or make Crooked Cook or something Baguska, even if you want to play Baguska. Yeah, he's got no plays, so I think that was a pretty good showcase. I mean, yeah, I mean, not he had disruptions, but hey, it's actually not bad though. But obviously, that's obviously not how it's going to be in Master Duel, of course, but. Because as we know, in OCG and TCG, Snake Eyes is kind of dead. So there is no, but there is White Forest though. White Forest though is scary. Oh, okay. Let's go. So so White Forest is like the new best thing. But yeah. Okay, let's actually go second. Let's see what this guy actually has. Decent. Maxi. Alright. Playing 40 cards. Reinforcement of the army. He playing the Sky Striker, the new stuff. Ooh. I think I'll just shotgun Maxi right now. Yeah, because Ray is going to tag out before you activate Maxi, so you'd rather use Maxi now. Yeah, they won't be able to see my name, no. That's it. I can literally change it to whatever, but in the replays I can change it to whatever I want, but in the actual duels, I mean that's random. That's set by the game. I don't change it to player 2 or whatever. Because they also see me as player whatever. But if I go to the replays, I'll see who's what. I can see their deck list and I can see what name there is. So, but the icon that I set was random. Wait, what? What just happened? Did the game say he just quit? Yeah, he did. Okay. So the nice thing about this game, you can kind of go back into the same goal that if you disconnected for some reason, you can go back. as you can see. So as if the game didn't really lose anything, I just continue where I left off. So Sky Striker H0. Pretty broken card. If it wasn't for Call by the Grave though. Yep, same hand, same everything. It's, remember, you're not restarting the game, you are continuing where you left off. Do I imperm this? Yeah, I think I do. You're probably gonna jump off the field, but you're giving me more draws if you do that. So don't do that. He already has Sky Striker, so what does he want? Bro, I don't even know what he wants. Okay. Alternative. So every 3 cards shuffled, 1 card on the field. Jeez. Set 3. Oh. That sucks. Oh. What? Seven Tachyon. Not bad for going second though. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so this can bait interruptions. I'm fine with this. I mean, I don't need another bus, so let's pin that back. It's fine. Yeah. So I'll tell you what we can do. We start with Big Joe's first. Because we have our normal summon protected anyway, so this is fine. He's probably got Anchor somewhere. I'm sure he does. No, he doesn't. Drake Shock actually is a good shout though. It's like your Snake Eye Ash, but in popular combo. You know, it's funny. We could have actually gone. We could have gone Crooked Cook and then just done nothing. Then you would have just seen. So you were just scooped probably. But no, that's that. We're not like that, of course. And Master Duel will probably do that because most decks are not running Goddess anymore. So, no. Bahamut. Banned in the TCG. Can you believe it? Oh. So. Droplet? Ooh, Droplet. Alright, that's fine. And guess what? I'm still gonna do plays under this. Because I still haven't normal summoned yet. This is the crazy part. I haven't normal summoned yet. This is what I'm gonna do going second. Now I can go into Armored XC's line and then still play the game. It's insane, right? Ooh. Bad mistake. Call by the Grave. Negate. Oh, you got the Luminous Gate card. Oh, smart. It's to play around what? Exactly? Oh. Just shuffle. That makes sense. Okay. 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 Let me just to be funny, let me just Dark Ruler. Because I know Ray's gonna summon into another ace monster, so rather let's not allow that. And I start place. Unless this is a imperm or something, I don't think it is. It probably is, but let's see. What am I summoning here? Oh, actually. Oh, I actually could have just summoned, what's this thing now? It was actually fine. Let me just go with this way. I could have summoned Crooked Cook and pass, but obviously I'm not going to do that. That's just like boring, obviously. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. Let me do it this way, though. Let me attach this. And that's it. I mean, I can make a Zeus, and then that's pretty much it. Because he's uses disruption on... Yeah. Why is that... Bro. What is up with the connection now? I don't know. What's going on? What is going on? And the timer goes down for some reason. Did it say connection failed again? No, it didn't say that. My time is just going down. This is sometimes, I don't know why it does that, but it does that, so I don't know. I might just lose because I ran out of time for some reason, but the game is just bugged now, you see, because now it will go to negative and then that's it. So I don't even know. I mean, to be fair, it's not the most stable thing out there, but what can you do? Like, now you left the game now? Now you see, now it goes to negative, so I don't know, you actually left the game. Oh, okay. But I think I've lost, I think. Oh, he just left. Oh, okay. He just left again. Okay, that's fine. Oh, let's see, he just left the game. Okay, that's... Oh, that's sad, though. Is it the same opponent? I think so. Oh. Oh, this is actually a good hand. Primite Row and Drill Beam. It's the same player. Same player. Same player. It looks like it though. Yeah, it's the same player. Sky Striker, yep. Yep. Same player. And just to be funny, I'm gonna activate Max here again because I know they're gonna summon their stuff early and chain and all that, so rather just use it now. And my hand is pretty cracked though, evenly matched. Pretty insane. Rose. Vela. Oh, that's interesting. Sky Striker. Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Linkage. Registering, not ideal. And the thing is with Vela, you can just dodge it though, but he's under max C, so alright. You can just dodge it. Oh, you won't, okay. It's fine. Nice. Wait, how is this? Bro, this is insane though. Reveal a Primite card. So I control Raw as a Primite card, so I can reveal it. So Drill Beam is live. But I want to probably even. I'll probably even you first. Because yeah, that's just gonna be a problem. Battle phase. Okay, battle. No, it's fine. Okay, actually, let me force this out though. Yeah. Let me force this out. And he has to chain back. He has to chain summon. Yeah. This works for me. This works for me perfectly, actually. This is whatever. Doesn't do anything. Chain? No, I'm not gonna chain that. All right, let's go. Seven. Yeah. Resummoning. And a virtual stream is live, so that's good for me. Yeah, let me go into this line. And remember, a spell card was activated this turn, so I'm gonna add Big George. And remember, I still haven't normal summon yet. This is like crazy though. I still haven't normal summon yet. So this is like, I can do so many plays. Only thing I lose to is the Viru. That's literally the only thing. Oh, this is very good. Let me go into. Dude. Okay, let's just do it. Yeah, let's just do this. So Bahamut. You see what I'm saying? The Vela, I don't care about it. I literally don't care about it. Because that's the only thing he's worried about, then I don't know. Because everything activated from the hand, so alright. Cool. And guess what? I still have this play. I still got Armored Exceed. So does he really think he's got a chance here? I don't think so. Like going second, this deck is crazy though. It can play through quite a few things, which is actually quite scary though. And it's been doing that in the past. So am I surprised? I went the full Armored Exceeds line without even normal summoning. That's crazy. That is just crazy. Yeah, this is actually nuts. Yeah, this is actually nuts. Let me equip to this, and I take your array, or I take a monster that you control. So if we summon an extra deck monster, I'm gonna suck it up. You can chain, but I'm gonna take whatever you summon. Yeah. Bye bye, Ray. Thank you. And yeah. Bro, this is insane though. Literally insane. Make Stealth Kraken with right hand shock. Unkillable by battle, obviously, but can still be destroyed by card effect. Now this is great. And still have you know, this is perfect actually. This is actually perfect. Yeah. Let's just pop this because it's main phase, why not? Bro, where is your follow-up? There's literally no follow-up here. Armored Exceeds, yeah, it's kind of not relevant now, but I don't know what he's gonna draw, but okay. So we did all of that, still managed to get some board out. Okay, bro, this is so crazy. Raw is gonna banish the Ray. He can obviously chain, but that's not gonna help him though, is it? And so when your opponent normal summons a monster, is it right? Yeah. Now, let's hold on to it. You can always chain to it, so that's why I'm not gonna. Yeah. Kagari. I'm just gonna pop this. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about it. It's fine, you can add. Okay, that's interesting. I can literally just Joe Beam now. Yeah, let's just do that now. I mean, I'm killing this, yes, but I mean, like, he has to use another Sky Tracker just to play the game. We'll probably just go with the alternative, most likely. because his resources are running out quite quickly though. But then again, he's gonna get advantage because he does have 3 or more spells, so that's like okay. But the question is, what will he add? Okay. Oh, is he? As the guy, is the game timed out again? No. Okay. He hasn't. Widow Anchor. Okay. That could have actually been a very good negate, actually. That could have been a very good interruption, but whatever. He's got no plays, bro. Like literally, he doesn't have any other plays. He can target me, but he's got no other follow-up here. Like, it's just not. Yeah, that's just insane, though. Insane. Yeah. I like the deck. I like it. Primite is actually pretty good. I mean, you're seeing a glimpse of it. So imagine now, this is just Primite, just mixing it with any deck, pretty much. But now imagine with Blue Eyes and all those other things might be crazy. Oh, what? Turn 1. That's it? Oh. To be fair, though, my hand is also quite bad too. I've got Colored Fish Beatdown. Now let's do that. And literally got nothing. Sucks for me though. I mean, Perelia doesn't really work against Sky Striker, really. They can just like not normal summon, they're just special summon, but otherwise how are they getting their combos going? So we just set this and then we pray for the best, I guess. He's got nothing? Bro, are you kidding me? You seriously have nothing? Well, Perelia is level 4 water, so guess what? 2 level 4 monsters is combo. So yeah, let's go. Do you really have nothing? Cross out Maxi, of course. Where's Maxi? Where are you? There you are. Vanish. Okay, what is that though? Bahamut Shark. Detach. Okay. Vanilla again. And guess what? I go to Armadic Seas again. Though I can't make a Zeus because obviously it's got like infinite material, but it's still fine. I mean, I'm not gonna complain too much. Widow Anchor negate. Oh, bro, he just turned off he just not made me go into Lance what's the thing now? Dark Knight Lancer, okay. Well, this is good at battle. I do have Zeus in my deck, so yeah. Actually, this is good for me. Actually, let me keep that because I can actually search next turn. So I think it's fine. Yeah, let's just keep on. Because next turn I can search the other missing card and then I can rank up again. So it's actually not bad. What are your plays now? Oh, what? The connection lost. That's unfortunate, though. That is unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. You know what? I'm actually liking the deck. I mean, to be fair, though, you're not seeing all the cards, of course, but I mean, it's pretty much decent. No complaints, really. Now, I'm playing a 60 card list, so you're not going to be seeing as often the cards you want to see, but I think it's still pretty good. And mind you, we don't have a Biz Dweller or anything like that, and 7 Tachyon, so we obviously don't have other cards yet. But again, the only card we're missing, if it does come out, is Bioshock. If Bioshock comes in, like, this deck becomes super consistent. I'm not even kidding. It literally becomes like broken. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I might even cut even some things, so we'll see. Even 3 of Bioshock feels a bit too much, but we'll see. But we'll see when the pack comes out. But I think it's still pretty good. I mean, not bad though. Not bad at all, I think. Not bad. But I mean, Sharks, I mean, they for such a long time they've been very good. But obviously hasn't been like super meta relevant, but I think it will be a sleeper deck. The same thing with Memento also coming in. It's also a pretty scary deck to play against, because if you don't know how to interact properly, then you pretty much lose on the spot. But yeah, like I said, the next stream we're going to show obviously Marincis, how Primite benefits from that, and obviously Blue Eyes, of course. But I think people know more or less how Blue Eyes is, so it's just okay, new combos which were not possible before, but it really just gives them additional grind game. That's really what it does, and makes them super pretty much consistent. But in Primite Marincis though, it's a bit different. You can do totally different things. Pretty much what you saw now with the Primite Raw and everything, but now obviously instead of using level 4 monster, you can pretty much use a level 8 monster, or level 7 monster, level 6 monster. You can use whatever you want, as long as it's a water monster. So the question is, do you use it like you just use it in general? No, I mean you can use it only in situational things. So I have tested it out. I mean, I can give you like an early preview of what the deck this pretty much looks like, but let me see, where is it? Primite Marincis, where is it? There's actually a lot of variants that I have. I don't even know which one. Yeah, there it is. Primite. You see, this is what I was testing with, and it literally was working like magic. Literally magic. Where is it? Shuffle. Let me just shuffle up and see here. Where is this? Shuffle. Where? Okay, like this. Where is this hand? Like this is like this is like a sneak peek, right? Oh, MK, welcome. So this is like a PP. So you can see the hand is pretty much whatever. I'm running literally any water monster. I don't really care what it is. It just doesn't do whatever. But I mean, I still have full combo regardless. But basically, Lodido is going to add for me Primite Raw, right? So it gives me a free body on field and also a interruption. So I can go Raw. I think I played Gaga. Let me check Gaga. I think I play this one. Yeah, I do. Yes. Now, this is a huge monster. 2950 attack. So if they normal summon something, I can banish any monster on the field. Any monster on the field with attack less than that card. So that's already good. And also, Drill Beam is live because, as you can see, I have a level 5 or higher Primite. So obviously, if you're playing Primite Marincis, you're going to be using level 5 or higher because it just makes sense. And you do your combo normally. The combo is the same. You just now have an additional play, which you never had before. Now you can keep it on field to play around Super Party, or you can banish it to get rid of it. But obviously, you can use it for link material if you really want to do that. So that's what I'm going to use it for, obviously, for that. So that's why it's here. The combo is pretty much the same. I mean, you've seen it so many times, but yeah, it's literally going to be slightly like this. Obviously, the monster I'll be choosing, that will depend on what's happening with my opponent and all those things, but it really doesn't affect the combo too much. It just adds another layer of disruption because if they don't stop it, then it turns on a lot of things. So that's all. This is just the combo, but now instead of using your Marincis names, you can now just keep it. So now I can discard now. I can discard this, and I can add 3. Obviously, I can keep the monster on field, but I can obviously link it off. Because Super Poly might be a thing in the format, so I want to still play around it. And now we got 2 interruptions here. It's not 1, it's 2. Yes, I can technically reborn the Lodiload and Gagagil, but I don't need to. I just said Drill Beam, and then I still have my same turn. I draw 1, then this acts as an extender now, and then I just keep going from there. Drill Beam becomes a negate. Marincis Wave makes unaffected. It's the same thing, but It's just a new line of things you can run. So literally any deck can run it. It's not like, oh, only certain decks can run it. Literally any deck can benefit off it. So that's really the nice thing about it. So, but obviously it's still a test build, of course. Like I said, I was playing 3 loady load. I don't think you will need to play 3. It just depends how good the ratios are. If the tax is like UR, I think the barrel might be UR, but I'm not running the barrel. That's fine. If this is like a SR, perfect. Then another engine you can run in Marinsys. It doesn't cost you anything. It just adds more to your extension and everything, which is what you want. Especially the Primite Raw. I think if anything, Primite Raw is a very good card. If you're not going to run Lodi Load, I think Raw and 1 Raw, 1 Lodi Load, and 1 Draw Beam is perfect, because that will give you more than enough push for things. I mean, you don't run the barrel, of course, to repeat, but that's totally fine. It's only Blue Eyes that can really benefit off it, because they are playing dragons in default, so that's fine. But that's just the sample. I'll show you the actual list I'll be using probably in Master Duel when it comes out, but again, we'll go into ranked again, we'll play some games, and we'll see how it is. But yeah, that's just a working list. Just save this, and then obviously, where is this? Blue Eyes. You see, this is a 60 card list. I mean, it's pretty much identical to what I was playing before, but now I just took out now the other cards and put in now obviously the Primite. 3 load, 3 Ether Barrel, and obviously 1 Draw Beam. You don't necessarily need to play Raw, because why? Blue Eyes White Dragon is literally the whole deck, so you don't care about Raw specifically. I mean, it can. I mean, technically I could run you know, Raw. I probably will, because it's just that good. Because 3,000 attack or less, you can pretty much banish anything on the field, which is nuts. So it's not just your opponent, even on your own field. So I think Raw is still going to be useful in Master Duel. Maybe Ether Barrel can go to 2. I don't think you need to see a lot of Barrel in your hand, because you do want to obviously have your Sage, your Maiden, and all that stuff. So this is probably the hand you're going to, and you can see based on the shuffle, you see it's pretty much consistent. You see, like, look at this. Primite Raw can get you a Blue Eyes already on the field. So that's pretty insane. So that's nice. So I think probably Raw is going to be a good shot in Master Duel. Even though it's not seen as often, I think it's really good. So you'll see that showcase tomorrow. We'll be playing Blue Eyes, and we'll be playing Marinsys, those Primite versions, and then we'll see. Someone was also talking about in the comments about trying out Centurion. Now, specifically, they're saying try to see if I can mix it with water somehow. The only thing I can think about is maybe Goaty Centurion, but I don't know how consistent that is though. So I might have to cook and see what I can come up with that, because that also is coming out in the next pack, or via secret packs actually. So we'll see how best you can play Goaty and Centurion. I don't know, but we'll see. I'll figure that out. But I know definitely Primite will be playing tomorrow. But you saw now Primite Sharks, pretty good. I think this is probably one of the ways you can play it. Now, of course, you can play the most consistent way, just Sharks only, max consistency, because there's a lot of starters in the deck, and you just have to play non-engine, and you're good to go. Your dominance cards, you'll still run them if you're going to be playing just pure Sharks, and I think it'll be pretty good. So just look out for this deck. It might be a deck that will probably just steal wins out of the gate. And like, I'm not even using the full power of the deck yet. I'm just like barely touching the deck. There's still other lines you can do, so many different combos. It all depends what your opponent has, what your opponent's doing, and you just go from there. Obviously, going first, you saw it like completely is cracked, but even going second is still pretty good. Imagine playing through so many things and you're still able to make board. Like, that's just like what you want. So at least for now, this is a deck I'll definitely be trying out, along with Marinsys and Blue Eyes and Ancient Gear and all those things. But it's just so good. Like, the fact that you have now these additional engines coming in, is very good. So I think Primite is definitely going to shake up the meta, definitely. But of course, the more impactful one will probably be Primite Blue Eyes. But yeah, only time will tell. But it looks like the next pack is probably going to be interesting because probably Mermail's going to be there, maybe Ryziel, maybe Malice. I don't know how they're going to do it, but definitely the rest of Rage of the Abyss has to come through because we surely are behind now. And I don't know why they're taking so long to release everything, but let them do them, and that's it. So yeah, I think that's where we will pick it up from tomorrow. So yeah, if you join now, we did talk about the Shaw cards, what's coming through, and then obviously we did do some test hands, and then we went into some games. So ultimately not bad. Could be better. Hopefully the games are much smoother tomorrow, but we'll see. All right. Thanks everyone for being here. It was relatively a short stream, but I think it was still good. So I do apologize for the sound quality earlier. I'm sure it's better now. But now we'll fix it the next time. And then obviously Thursday is obviously going to be the pack release. So we'll obviously have all the cards in hopefully, and then we'll just test it out and see. We'll go from there. We'll definitely have a stream on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. And then, yeah, maybe I'll do it on the pack release itself. So that'll be kind of like a bonus. Because I think I used to do that when I started out streaming. I used to pack basically the same day when it comes out, that very same moment, the update, and then we go into it, and then we see what happens. So yeah. What about Mermaid deck? The thing is, Mermail is not coming, so I'm not showcasing Mermail until Mermail is coming to the game, because there's no point showing you. I mean, I did show it the last showcase, but that was just a sample of what, you know, Maurices will be doing in the future. But I'm not going to show Mermail now because it's not going to impact anything right now. So I mean, you can ask for it. Yes, it's there. So if you want to see what the list is looking like right now, I can show you what it's looking like, but I'm not going to show you any combos because it's not going to make a difference now. But yeah, I don't know, because you see right now, this right here is not in the game yet, so this version is not even going to even make a difference. I mean, yeah, Dominus is in there, but the Mermail cards are not in. The Atlantean cards are not in. So honestly, there's no point showcasing this now. Just be patient. That's all I can say. Even me, I'm also patient, but I'm still cooking. Don't worry. I mean, I have once we get that confirmed stuff that is coming, then we're going to be seeing a lot of stuff from me, like literally how this will make the deck a lot better. Because right now, there's no point showcasing it now because it's not going to come out anytime soon. So once they've confirmed it, then we'll definitely showing you a lot of duels. Like, I literally have been playing this deck ever since the Mermail cards came out. Remember I told you I was playing it in the TCG with Sharks before Totally Awesome got banned. It was really, really good with Sharks. I'm not even kidding. It was really good with Sharks. And then obviously now, since Aqua Angels now is in TCG, then I switched over to the Mermail deck in the TCG, and I've been doing pretty well with it. Playing on simulators also, like, I've been doing relatively well. No complaints at all. The deck does well, but for now, I'm not showcasing this right now. We're showcasing Sharks and Primite and all those things. So Primite Marincius I can show you, but that's all. So just stay tuned for that. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. James the Catboy, what happened to you, bro? What happened? A work injury. What did you do? Why do you have a work injury? What happened? Is it gonna kick you out of work for a bit? Or you still able to work? What's happening? What is happening? Box cutter. Oh, that is bad. Ugh, damn, that sucks. Turns out it was faulty. Oh, okay. Ooh, that sucks. Well, I hope you get better though. And yeah, Recover well, recover well, recover well. Um, yeah, it sucks. Work injuries at work is not easy. I've also been a victim of that. Not necessarily with the box cutter, but I mean, being at work and then getting injured is not nice. So, because yeah, it's not a nice experience. So I do understand. Okay, no, guys. I think we're gonna end it here. Appreciate everyone for coming through. Like I said, once it comes in Master Duel, everything will be okay. But for now, this is just a mini showcase. Remember, it's a showcase. Not like we're doing full on everything. We're just doing some hand tests, and then we're obviously going some games, seeing how it works. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So again, look out for the next stream, and do check out speaking of Blue Eyes, do check out the Blue Eyes video that I posted earlier today. I think it's a really good video, because Blue Eyes is pretty much going to be meta at some point. I think it's going to be tier 1, I think. But yeah, check out the video. Blue Eyes is good. Even without Primate, it's pretty good. So with Primate, it just becomes even better. So yeah, just definitely check that out. And obviously more content's coming through, so just stay tuned. Like I did talk about, you know, having a vault playlist where it's just replays of just from past, present, just insane matchups, which I didn't really have find a way to actually make a good video about it. But now I found I'll make a playlist just for insane duels. Some are 12 minutes long, 9 minutes long. Like, it's just crazy back and forth. Not that like bragging on stun or whatever, like actual back and forth dueling. Like, it's just crazy. So just be on the lookout for that. But I'm just wrapping up, you know, obviously content that was already scheduled and everything, and then you'll see post the new pack, there'll be more content. You'll definitely see some shark gameplay. You'll see Marincess, of course, with probably a Primite version, because obviously the version we have now is still is all right, but I also want to try different versions, because I want to try different ways to play the deck. So it's always good to give you guys some options to say, okay, you not only can just play it pure, you can also play it like this and like that. So that's the nice thing I like about it. So yeah, that's the plan, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. So have a good day, have a good night. Do like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, all good. Thanks guys. Diamond Boss signing out, and cheers.